All right, guys, let's get into the unfortunate news of the plane crash that happened in DC and the Army helicopter, the collision, and President Trump press conference, which was horrible. I wanted to wait a little bit so I could get some information on it, and I really don't like speaking when people are unalived. But let's get into this. So it was a plane crash. 67 died. They recovered about 28 bodies. They recovered the 3 bodies on the military helicopter and 28 bodies as of like 30 minutes ago when I looked at updates. So if there's more, there's more. So, in typical fashion, what did President Trump do? He blamed the Biden and Obama administration, and he was blaming DEI, and he had immediate backlash from people across the world. Even some of his Trumpers and MAGA were speaking on the fact that what you're doing, this is not the time to be doing political jabs and to place your agenda. People lost their lives off of negligence. Mind you, he actually, in my personal opinion, should be held reliable and should be put on a stick because Trump fired the head of TSA, Coast Guard, and Guts, the key aviation safety advisory committee, which monitors this stuff, which helps so we don't run into situations like this. Instead of him saying, oops, I messed up, my bad. But instead of you coming into the office and being a dictator, at the consequence of the stroke of your pen is a part of the reason why these people are not alive. And you, as American people, need to hold it accountable and need to vote in the midterms and try to overthrow the House or the Senate to stop this man because he is out of control. Okay, the Federal Aviation Administration struggled with shortage of air traffic controllers. And mind you, they were already struggling, and he went ahead and gutted these people that is supposed to ensure the safety of the American people. That's crazy. Also, too, staffing was not normal during that time. You had people that were in traffic control that were doing multiple positions because they were short staffed. Also, too, he blamed DEI and he said that the Biden and Obama administration, they prevented, people from actually being air traffic controllers based off of their skin because they were white. He said they were too white, so they turned them away. He said that they put people that had mental health illnesses, they had people of color in those positions and things like that. And my thing is, you're just trying to deflect and you're just trying to spill your hatred in any manner possible. And people are not buying it. And people are really getting sick and tired of your craziness. And you need to calm down. Okay. So, Rep. Yvette Clarke from the Congressional Black Caucus called him out on his racist, discriminatory practices and blaming DEI. The Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus called him out about his ruly and unjustifiable reasoning blaming DEI. Also, too, experts stressed that mid-air collisions was going on, that there was already issues going on during that day and since he's been in his presidency. And also the NSB board member Todd Enron said that a preliminary report will be available within 30 days. Sean Duffy, who is the new transportation secretary that Trump wanted to be in that position, you need to be looking at this. You need to be looking at, God is giving you a sign, Mr. Duffy, and is basically saying you better resign. You are going down the path and you're being guided by the devil because God sends you signs. That was a big sign. This was supposed to be your first day on the job and you have to handle something like this. If that is not God telling you to run from this, you need to run from it. So whoever your angels are, you better pray on your your angels because they're telling you a sign. Mark my words. There's going to be something that goes down, and we need to pay attention to Sean Duffy. Also, to Pete Buttigieg, he called out Trump with his rhetoric. He says, he got on X and he says, as families grieve, Trump should be leading, not lying. Buttigieg posted on X shortly after the President White House news conference. He noted that when he led the agency, it had zero commercial airline crash fatalities out of the millions of flights on their watch. That followed sharply criticizing Buttigieg and even resorting to profanity to denounce what he called Democratic-led efforts to promote diversity at federal agencies. Trump said Buttigieg at the Transportation Department had run it right into the ground with diversity. Well, we didn't, last time I checked, there wasn't no major crashes like this that could be potentially avoided as of right now, because we still don't know those reports. We don't know if it was a malfunction. We don't know anything regarding that, but this could have been prevented. I mean, you gutted agencies that's supposed to safeguard things like this. So you do need to take responsibility and stop trying to blame people of color and people that are marginalized or people that have disabilities on the lack of your intelligence and your poor judgment on things and your racist rhetoric and you hiding behind God and saying that God is justifying you. First of all, I can't imagine God guiding you. But hey, God loves everybody, but you definitely are listening more to the devil, Mr. Trump. And the people need to hold you accountable. And I am disgusted, and America should be disgusted, as well as the entire globe.